All right, I'm going to answer the questions from earlier and go through, and then I'm going to show the answers to the Unit 1 test because that one's already been past the deadline, so that way you can check. Like I said, when I grade, I can't individually go through and respond just because just the amount of students that I have. So if we were in class, it'd be the same way. I would hand back the test and we'd go through it together. So that's kind of what we're doing virtually. And so I will answer these and then show the Unit 1 test answers. And so that way you can look through and see which ones you missed if you got lower than 100, and that way you can kind of check from there. These are order of operations, and so I'm going to go through and do these in the order of PEMDAS, and I'll write that again up the top. So we got parentheses, exponents, which I don't think any of these have exponents. Multiplication, division's a tie, and addition, subtraction's a tie. Okay, so let's go through this. Got to do the parentheses first. Okay, and then between addition and multiplication, we do the multiplication first. Okay, 13 times 4 is 52. And then we add these together, we get 58. Okay. Here, do the parentheses first. You can keep it in the parentheses or move it out, doesn't matter. And then multiplication, which is 36, minus 12, which is 24. Okay. These we can do the parentheses at the same time. Okay, because they're both parentheses, we can go ahead and do them at the same time. So we have 18 divided by 3. Now we do our division, and we get 6. Okay. Here inside the parentheses, we have to follow PEMDAS, but they're both addition and subtraction, so they're a tie. So we just go left to right, 7 minus 6, which is 1. And then we got 2 minus 1, which is 1. Hopefully my arm holds out holding this. I did my PE class today, so if you see it start to shake like that, actually I shouldn't have done that because now everybody's like, oh, is he going to do that again? So this one, we are going to do the parentheses first. You get 6, okay, and now you've got a multiplication and subtraction. Now just to remind you, this subtraction is not inside the parentheses. So we're done with the parentheses. So we're going to do the multiplication first and then do the subtraction. Okay, no parentheses here, but we have to do the division first. 6 divided by 6 is 1. Now we just go left to right. 9 minus 7 is 2, minus 1 is 1. Okay, we got bigger parentheses here, so we have to do the division first. 8 divided by 8 is 1. But we're still inside the parentheses, so we got to do that first. 4 minus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. And then we can do our 4 times 5, which is 20. Okay. We can do both parentheses at once. Okay, so 20 divided by 2, which is 10. Then we're going to do multiplication. Okay, and then we're going to do this multiplication. And then we just go left to right. 63 minus 7 is 56. 56 minus 15 is 41. Okay, here, I do the parentheses first. Okay, then we're going to do the division next. 16 divided by 8 is 2, and then go left to right. 8 minus 1 is 7, minus 2 is 5. Okay. Then I had you do some distribution problems. And distribution, remember, we're multiplying it by both terms in the thing. Now, on these kind, you could check your work by doing it through PEMDAS, meaning you just add and, like, for example, if we did it through PEMDAS, so this would be 9, negative 2 times 9 is negative 18. So we know we should come out to negative 18 if we did our distribution correctly. The problem comes with later in math when you can't add these two together, like we could have something like an x in there, and you can't add x plus 6, and you're going to learn that later. So you have to do distribution because you can't add x plus 6. You have to go ahead and do 2 times x and 2 times 6. So that's when you have to do distribution. That's why they teach it here. So we know we should come out to negative 18 because 9 times negative 2 is negative 18. So let's check. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. And then negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. And then negative 6 minus 12 is negative 18. So now we're combining our distribution with all of our integers rules, positive times a negative, negative plus another negative, those kind of things, okay? So this one, we're going to get 20. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times negative 4 is negative 16. And 20 minus 16 is 4. And if you're unsure and you want to check your work as you go along, remember 5 minus 4 is 1. 4 times 1 should come out as 4. So either way, but this is the way for this problem. I want you to work it so that you get used to how to do distribution. Negative 5 times negative 2 is 10, positive 10. Negative times a negative is positive. Negative 5 times positive 3 is negative 15. And then 10 minus 15 is negative 5. Okay? If you've done it the other way, it's negative 2 plus 3 is 1. Negative 5 times 1 is negative 5. Okay? All right, now I'm just going to do distribution. I'm not going to show the other way so that we can move on. Negative 3 times 6 is negative 18. Negative 3 times 2 is positive 6. And negative 18 plus 6 is negative 12. Okay? 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Negative 6 minus 12 is negative 18. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times negative 8 is negative 32. 20 minus 32 is negative 12. Okay, so those are the answers from the prior work. Check your work, kind of go through, see if it's, see if you did your distribution right, and then you may have missed it on the integers part, and you may want to keep practicing your integers from earlier. Okay, so go through and check those. Here is the Unit 1 test answers, and like I said, you can check. This is the first half, 3 plus negative 7 is negative 4, negative 5 plus 8 is 3, and so on. So these are all the first ones, so you can pause it if you want to check, and then this is the second ones. And some of you guys got everything and the bonus, so that's why you saw a little bit higher score than 100, maybe a 101 or 102, I think. So that is, so you can check those. Example, 3 minus negative 2 is 3 plus 2, which is 5. So go through, check those, and check your work, okay? Unit 2 test, believe the deadline, of course, all your first half had to be turned in by this, so we'll go from there. All right, thanks guys.